He's getting it in. He's going to be a beast. You just got to stay consistent. Day in, day out. Probably won't get it in every single day, and that's fine. But you got to be consistent week after week. This is something you want to do 3, 4, 5 days a week. Consistency is key. That's what's going to bring results. Intensity come and goes, obviously. That also brings results. But more than anything else, with anything you do in fitness and in life, really, consistency is where it's at. Right, you're not going to get results without consistency. Set of 50. Let's try to get this unbroken. Let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Eric here, Fitness Phenom. Another workout for you guys. So we have an AMRAP. AMRAP stands for as many reps as possible, or as many rounds as possible. So I'm gonna set up the clock, 30 minutes of work. We're gonna do an ascending ladder, going up, of pull-ups and push-ups. Again, sticking to the basics, the foundational movements of calisthenics. All right, so we have our pulls and our pushes. We're going to do 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups. Then you're going to go up 10 pull-ups, 20 push-ups. Then we got 15 pull-ups, 30 push-ups, 20, 40, 25, 50, etc. So I'm going up by 5 on the pulls every single time. I'm going up by 10 on the push-ups every single time. Typically when I write out these workouts, I have like a goal in mind or a plan. In this case, I have no idea how high I'm going to get up to. The pull-ups will probably be the spiciest part, but let's give this a go. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to set up the clock for 30 minutes. Wherever you're at after 30 minutes, you are done. So it's 30 minutes of work total. Starting with the 5-10. 5 pulls, 10 push-ups. All right, let's get it. All right, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups. As always, full range of motion on all movements. Chest to floor on those push-ups. Extend the arms at the top. I predict this is going to be a pull heavy workout. So you don't want to like run into the bar or rush through your movements. 30 minutes is a long time. Right? 10, 20 coming up. There's going to be a level of pacing to this workout. Obviously you're going to break these up towards the middle, towards the end, maybe even in the beginning, depending on how you feel. Let's see where I'm at here. All right, we're a minute in. Let's get that 10, 20. Ten. 20 push-ups. All right, so if you only got 30 minutes, it's actually a good workout to hit. Something like this. 10. 20. I actually wrote some of these down so I could check them off. I wrote all the way up to 5100 of 5MD. Let's see if we get up to 5100. 1530. All right, so we could attack this one or two ways. We can kind of go for it, give it everything you got, and then suffer with the consequences mid-workout, or we can break it up early. I think I'm gonna kind of do something in the middle. All right? So the smart thing would be to break this set of 15 up. maybe sets of 5s. But I want to drown a little bit, so I'm going to make it a little more difficult and do a higher volume set, and then have to fight and claw my way through. I'm choosing that just to work on the fatigue. Forcing my reps on the fatigue. It's going to get you better. But if you're not there yet, break them up, obviously. Right, and you don't got to choose these numbers either. You could do 2, 4. You could go up by 2s. 2, 4, 4, 8, 6, 12, etc. I like the 5s here. Either way, work is work. You go up by 1s. 1 pull, 2 push. 2 pulls, 4 push, etc. All right, 30 push-ups. 10. 20. 30. Check mark. And then as always, you don't want to cheat your reps. That tends to happen whether consciously or subconsciously under fatigue. So once you start getting tired, your legs, your hips will come into play on those pull-ups, but you want to negate that, right? You don't want to use your legs or your hips. You don't want to kip. You don't want to kick. You don't want to push away or butterfly. Right? You want to get strict reps. You want your lats to work. Your biceps, your arms will work. Obviously your forearms, the grip is going to be taxed, is going to work. But that's the pull-up, right? That's the muscles you're working. Don't look for ways to make this easier. Look for ways to improve and get better while it's difficult, under difficulty. 20 pulls, 40 push-ups coming up. Halfway. Yeah, you don't, I see oftentimes people look for ways to make things easier. Don't be that person. Don't look for ways to make this easier. Look for ways to improve under the suck. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable, with the discomfort. We got 10. I'm gonna give you 2 more. Once you feel like you got to kip, kick, hips, legs, whatever, get off the ball. $20 pulls. All right, we got 40 push-ups coming up. So yeah, going back to what I was saying. Don't look for ways to shorten the rep. Don't look for ways to make the rep easier. Don't look for ways to shortcut the rep in any way, shape, or form. Look to improve through the difficulty, right? Use your muscles the way they're intended to be used. If you're doing a pull-up, activate those lats. Your biceps are gonna work. Your arms are gonna work. Your grip is gonna give. But you strengthen all of that through the pull-up, through correct repetition and full range of motion. We got 40 push-ups coming up. I've been going unbroken on those pushes. I'm gonna try to keep that up for as long as I can. 10. 20. 30. 40. All right. 20 pulls done. 40 push-ups done. 25-50 coming up. We're 8.5 minutes in. Control your breathing. Deep breaths. You want to control your breath under fatigue, through the repetition, through the movements. I ran this morning, by the way, got a solid 4 miles. 4 miles and change. Around Central Park. Daddy duties all day. With my daughter, shout out to Eliana. Papi loves you. And then did a little bit of a muscle up workout here. Just reintroducing the muscle up back into my workouts. Just want to get better at them at high volume. They've always been a part of my workouts, but just gonna have them in rotation a little more frequently. And then after the muscle up workout, doing these 5-10 ladders. Where we at, 25-50? All right, 25 pulls. We got a solid minute of rest in there. Back on the pull-ups. Rest as needed, right? The longer you go in this workout, the more rest your body's gonna require of you. Keep chipping away. 25 pulls coming up. So then had a solid weighted calisthenics session the day before yesterday. Spam the weighted pulls, weighted dips. I went heavier on the pulls, more volume on the dips. Sets of what I did, sets of started off a little higher in the pulls, then went like wave down. The sets of 10s, then went down to 8s, then went down to heavy 5s. And then supersetted it with dips. Kept dips at 12s throughout. I just did 90 pounds for 12. Kept that consistent throughout. Weighted reps will improve your body weight calisthenics if done correctly. Hit weighted reps about once a week. All right, we're 10 in here. Full range of motion. 18 in. 7 to go. We're more than a third way through the workout. We're at 18, 7 to go. Let's do 4-3. Four. 25 done. Shout out to my nephew Eli. We FaceTime today. My twin son, Elijah. We FaceTime today. He did 101 push-ups. He's 13 years old. 101 push-ups. He did 25 pull-ups. Sets of like 3s on the pulls, give or take. Push-ups. He actually banged out high sets. He did like 20s plus sets of 10s at the end. I was very proud of him. Boy looking like his uncle, baby. I love you, Eli. He's getting it in. He's gonna be a beast. You just gotta stay consistent, day in, day out. Probably won't get it in every single day, and that's fine, but you gotta be consistent week after week. This is something you wanna do 3, 4, 5 days a week. Consistency is key. That's what's gonna bring results. Intensity come and goes, obviously. That also brings results, but more than anything else, with anything you do in fitness and in life, really, consistency is where it's at. Right, you're not gonna get results without consistency. Set of 50. Let's try to get this unbroken. Let's get it. Ten. 20. 30. 40. 50. All right. Push-ups feeling good. Pulls, you gotta break up early. Unless you cheat. That kipping bullshit. The kicks on the legs. Everybody focuses on the upper body with pulls. Going full range of motion is one topic. Some people don't even do it, but to each their own. But when you see people kicking their pull-ups, like, come on, it's not a pull-up. Especially with like weighted reps. Oh, I pulled 100 pounds. You see people kicking the last little oomph. They're like, which again, your reps are your reps, to each their own. Do it how you want to do it. But don't call out people in battles. Don't go into competitions. Don't preach to the world that this is what you're doing or this is how you do it. When in reality, you're kind of doing a disservice to yourself, first and foremost. And then to others, other people you inspire, you look up to, or the youngsters in the game, or youngsters in general. Which is why I preach what I preach. I try to work full range of motion. I don't try. I work full range of motion at all times. The way the way you want to move your body, the way it's intended to move. You hear that in all of my videos. I'll never stop preaching that. All right, we're more than halfway through time-wise. Let's get this 30-60 next. 30 pulls. Turn in. Work through the pain. Work through the discomfort. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Be comfortable in the darkness. Those reps where you have to struggle, where you're uncomfortable. That's what allows growth. That's what brings growth. So you want to work through that discomfort and be okay there. Live there. Live in that dark. That's where others quit. Don't be a quitter. Don't stop. Keep moving. Keep working. 10 in. Let's get it. 18. 22. 22 in. Let's get a triple here. $25. 5 more to go. This is going to help build or increase your muscular endurance. This is going to help improve your numbers, or rather increase your numbers. But this is also going to help, if done correctly, improve your form. Right? Especially if you're doing it the right way under fatigue. 5 more. Here we go. 30 in. Also, is a good core work anytime you do calisthenics, especially high volume calisthenics. Your core is forced to engage, forced to stabilize the movement. Pulls or pushes. Pushes, you're basically planking. Pull-ups, your core is working. All right. Under fatigue, let's try to get these 60 push-ups unbroken. Let's get it. 10. 20. 30. 40. All right, 50. 50 it is. Not bad on the fatigue. 50 clip. Oh, 10. 10. All right. 30, 60 done. That's over 200 push-ups, I believe. Over 100 pull-ups. 55, 75, 85, plus 20, 105. 105 pull-ups in, 210 push-ups in. Solid work. We still got 8 minutes and change. All right, let's get this 35-70. All right, let's get it. All right, 8 it is. Off the bar for a second. Now the struggle reps come in. Under fatigue, you gotta fight and you gotta claw. Twelve. Appreciate all of you guys that subscribe. Appreciate all of you guys that comment, that like my videos, that share my videos. I see that too. Appreciate you guys. Sometimes I converse mid-workout. Like, probably was my last video where I asked who did a marathon or who ran a marathon or half. And I had a couple of you guys tell me you did. Shout out to you guys for sure. Appreciate my supporters for real. I'll keep posting. This is free content, this is free workouts from a calisthenics champion, from a proven veteran in the game, from one of the best. I'm humble, but let's be real. I try to educate you guys. I do this for a living. I teach, I coach. So I try to educate you guys on things that are proven, things that worked for me, things that work for other athletes, whether they compete or don't compete, things that work for my students, for my clients, for my members. And I just share that with you guys, free of charge. 12 in. $19. I spit these gems for you guys. Pause. There's a lot of fitness content in the market, if you will. There's quite a few calisthenics peeps in the YouTube world or in social media in general. But when it comes to quality content, few and far between. Too many clicks, too many likes, too many this, too many that. I'm not gonna shit on anybody, but I'm about the real. I'm about what works. I'm not about none of that fugazi stuff. 19 in. $26. $26. $30. I owe $5. I feel strong. I feel good. I'm in shape. I'm in fighting shape. Shout out to my fighters. If you fought before, boxing, Muay Thai, if you've grappled, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, let me know in the comments below. $35 done. If you need advice, you want to start a martial art and you're looking for advice, leave a comment below. I'll holler at you. I'll help you out. All right, 70 pushes. Maybe I'll start to break these up a little earlier. We'll see. We only got 3 minutes, so. $20. 30. 40. I owe 30. I'm at 40 out 30, yep. $50. 2 minutes. How 20. $60. How 10. All right, 1 minute to go. 3570 done. Let's get as many pulls as we can in these 50 seconds under fatigue. Eight. All right, let's get these struggle reps. Ten. 11. Let's get 2 more. Come on. 12. 13. 13. All right, y'all. I'll list the totals. Total numbers right here. Ascending ladder. 5 pulls, 10 push-ups, 10 20, 15 30, 20 40, etc. I finished the round of 35 pull-ups, 70 push-ups. Started the round of 40 pull-ups. As always, follow me on the gram, Fitness Phenom 21. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Stop playing. Let's get it. Let's level up. If you do this, let me know. I know some of you guys are going to try it. Let me know how it goes. Let's get it. Let's work.